Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're holding out a little bit in these tough market circumstances, and try to enjoy the weekend a little bit, even though it might be difficult because the markets are absolutely in shambles. But then we have Jasmy, and well, surprisingly maybe, but I'm actually a little bit bullish on Jasmy. I am not bullish on Jasmy on the short term. Long term I am, alright? I already said that yesterday, and if you don't know me, then you should know that I am long term bullish on Jasmy, alright? I think Jasmy, it's one of the cryptos I keep an eye on the most. If you find a great support level for Jasmy, excuse me. If you find a great support level for Jasmy, I think it's one of the easiest buys you can have to actually have a great return in the next bull market. There's always, if something great is happening in Japan or something, that's a great narrative for Jasmy. Jasmy has some good market makers who can pump the price. So that's great for Jasmy. So I think it's a great coin. But now on the short term, why I said I'm a little bit bullish is that I think Jasmy is holding on much better than other cryptos. All right, if you look at most cryptos right now, so I'm not sure if I can find an example, but if you look at, for example, Jito, my internet is a little bit bad. But if you look at Jito, if you look at Ordi, if you look at Notcoin, if you look at Rune, they've all very much turned bearish. And I would actually argue right now for Jasmy that at least at this point of time, we are still consolidating. All right, we're holding this main support level at 2.5 cents. It was to be expected that we would drop down into that level. Right now, the markets are not doing great. But I do think that the moves we see right now are mostly based on the market not doing great. I don't really have any fear of Jasmy collapsing or Jasmy doing very bad. And at this point of time, like I said, and we've talked about this before, it actually, purely technically, it looks quite likely that this is still the market structure, right? So that we are consolidating, basically, between 3.2 cents and 2.5 cents. And us technically being in a consolidation makes us already more bullish than 80% of the altcoins. So there's reasons to be bullish, but there's also reasons to be bearish. And that's also why I said at the start, I am still net bearish on Jasmy. And that's for multiple reasons, but we'll talk about that. I'll try to kind of explain how I look at this. You always need to be prepared for some sort of a pump for Jasmy. That's just the nature of the coin. What we've seen, especially in the last 2 months, is that Jasmy often does those short liquidation hunts. So if we get something like that, then you can make some nice profit off of that if you buy Jasmy. But at this point of time, the momentum is relatively flat. There is some momentum actually, as you can see, after we got those major long liquidations during the night. So that's good to see, but it's overall relatively flat, so not bullish, not bearish. The thing is that it's the same reason. The reason why I'm still scared, or at least why I'm still expecting a move down here into the levels at 2.2 cents, which I would say is the next support level. Right here, the main reason for that is the market, all right? The market at this point of time, with all the fear of a recession coming, is not bullish. I mean, if you look at Bitcoin, you could still make the argument that Bitcoin is consolidating as well. But then, first of all, we would need to drop down a little bit lower towards the range lows. And then if you assume we're going to be downtrending because the macroeconomic circumstances have worsened, then we're definitely going to drop. And then if you look at Jasmy and you see that Jasmy's momentum is flat and there's no real narrative why Jasmy should be bullish, then okay, we have a strong support level and we're reacting to that well. So I do think we'll find some support here in the weekend maybe. But unfortunately, in these market circumstances, I have to tell you that I think it's most likely will drop down to 2.2 cents eventually. The only way I think we can prevent something like this is either if we get some sort of a narrative or whatever, or if the market circumstances change. And they won't change in the weekend. Maybe they'll change on Monday, but I doubt it. All right. So I'll keep you updated on that for sure. But for now, I think that's what you need to know. All right. So if you do have any questions, let me know down in the comments. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.